So hello and welcome as we came closer to the IPL 2026. It will be about now. We have done with the reviews as far as 10 IPL teams is concerned. If you haven't watched the 10 team reviews, you can watch it. Two teams a day. So in last 5 days, we have covered all the 10 teams. So what we have today is some stuff from Royal Challengers Bangalore, some stuff definitely from Chennai Super Kings. There are some news from Mumbai Indians, more specifically towards Jasprit Bumrah, and there are other informations related to the opening ceremony, why it's not happening this time around, which we are getting at this point of time. So we'll get into the details of all of these, pointers. But let me start with, the RCB news, where we are hearing that Josh Hazelwood, he will be there, but Noan Tusara, we were expecting that if Josh Hazelwood won't be the part until unless he won't be the part of RCB, it will be Noan Thusara who can, the delegation will be somewhere around on him that he can take the responsibility till the point Josh Hazelwood, Josh Hazelwood, till the time Josh Hazelwood isn't there. But as we are hearing now that Noan Thusara won't be available as far as this IPL season is concerned, but Hazelwood will come back. So, Shubhanda, what we have as far as this RCB update is concerned, can you talk in detail about these two?
Nuwan Thusara, he see when I wrote that report about Pathirana, I did mention that Sri Lanka cricket will be evaluating all the players on the basis of different tests. It won't be only about the bowling. There will be some other fitness drills as well, which they will accumulate the points. And then if a player is crossing that certain number of benchmark in terms of points, he will be given the fitness certificate, followed by the no objection certificate to play in the IPL. Apparently, Nuwan Thusara has not crossed the benchmark of points, and he's short of those points, and that is why he's not even he will not get the fitness certificate and also the NOC. So at least I'm not saying he's completely ruled out of the tournament, but at least in the first half or at least in the initial stages of the IPL, he will be missing the matches for Royal Challengers Bengaluru, which comes as a huge blow because we still don't know in what condition Josh Hazelwood is coming. He fit? Is he fit to play? Or will he be continuing his last phase of rehab here in India, like Pat Cummins is doing for Sunrisers Hyderabad? We don't know that. But certainly. This is a huge blow to RCB's bowling stocks. Now they will be entirely dependent on Jacob Duffy in the initial stages. So let's see. But Novan Tuchara will miss the initial matches of the tournament. I'm not committing and saying that he will be missing the entirety of the IPL, but at least in the first half of the tournament.
However, if you talk about the bowling options now, they are very limited now. One foreign bowler option in terms of Jacob Duffy, as Shubhanda rightly said. Apart from that, there's no Yash Dayal, we also know. So they are already a bowler short. Now an injury to Novan Thusara. If this is the case, if they are not sure about Novan Thusara's presence, as Shubhanda rightly said, that he's not saying that he's entirely, out of the tournament. But are they in a stage where they can take a risk of a Novan Thushara, Jacob Duffy, and Yash Dayal? So Yash Dayal and Novan Thushara, we are very sure that means Novan Thushara is also not there as far as first half of the tournament is concerned. Yash Dayal, we are very sure that he's not there in the tournament. And then you don't know still about when Josh Hazelwood can join the team as far as full fitness is concerned. Can they call for a replacement because they don't have anyone apart from Jacob Duffy as far as their foreign option is concerned? And Jacob Duffy in the recent form, he's also not doing really well. So if you take out Jacob Duffy's option also, there are only handful of Indian bowlers, fast bowlers I'm really talking about at this point of time. So I don't think that there are many options in front of RCB. Do you think that this going to be a real problem if they not ask for a replacement as far as Novan Thosara is concerned?
I think with Cricket Australia, I think RCB has a clear communication, and that's why we are hearing that Josh Hazelwood might join earlier than expected. But as far as Nuwan Tushara is concerned, I think they should.
So there is I think some light problem there with Webber or some network kind of problem. But in my personal opinion, I think this will be a real blow as far as Royal Challengers Bangalore is concerned. because as Weber was saying, that there might be an early arrival for Josh Hazelwood, but how early is the real question. And then can you go with your two bowler shot in this kind of a tournament, which we know about that definitely there are 14 league games, and after 14 league games there will be, obviously, if you have qualified for the playoffs and for the finals, so there could be 16, 17 games at max for a team. So there is a possibility that RCB can go for this request if they are very sure that Novan Tusara at least missing 10 games, because you need options as far as this tournament is concerned. There are fair enough, there are options who are really young at this point of time. Look at a Mangesh Yadav, he's going to be debut for RCB. Look at a Bhuvneshwar Kumar, already past his prime. So do you have anyone near who there where you can say that this particular bowler will be key for Royal Challengers Bangalore? But Weber, you can complete your statement and then I can chip in.
Yeah, so first RCB, what RCB must do is seek clarity from Sri Lanka cricket as to where Nuwan Tushara stands, and is there a second round near where he can prove his fitness. If that is the case, if he can do that, then obviously you don't have to wait for the you don't have to call the replacement, because obviously Nuwan Tushara was your first choice player, first choice pick. But if there is clarity from Sri Lanka cricket that he may miss half of the season, then I think RCB should go for a replacement option. They should say, you pull out of the league and we will call for a replacement, because we are already, we are already bowler short. We have so many bowlers, first choice bowlers who will not be part of this season, like Yash Dayal. So I think RCB should first seek clarity, and if there is enough clarity on Nuwan Tushara, then they should go for a replacement player.
I think, but looking at their squad, I think Abhinandan Singh is there, and we know that Mangesh Yadav is also part of the squad. But apart from that, I think what this will do is this will make things really good for Romario Shepherd as far as the foreign option is concerned, who can roll his arm. Will it be right to say that it can give an opportunity to someone like a Venkatesh Iyer Subanda, who can, again, there is an option that he can also bowl, but when you're talking about a Romario Shepherd doing the job, or Venkatesh Iyer, there is obviously Abhinandan. We talk about him. We talk about Mangesh Yadav, and then you talk about Bhuvneshwar Kumar and Rasikdar Salam. Ultimately, there is no one where you can say that, oh, this bowler can be a real threat. Yes, with all due respect to Bhuvneshwar Kumar, he has that particular thing with him, new ball, old ball, he can do the stuff. But as I said, that he, already passed his prime. If he can pull out something which is really, really magical for RCB this time around, which he can do, there are no doubts. But at this point of time, is there a bowler who you can say that this one gonna be little tough for the opposition? As every team has someone like, means, yes, you can talk about form, out of form, but even if there is a Jofra Archer standing in front of you, you have to have a double. You have to take a double thought that whether we have to go against him with full throttle, or we have to go to the plan B as far as So I don't think RCB at this point of time having that kind of a bowler who you can really threat means the opposition with.
They have a few options. They have a few options, but again, how they will come up, that will depend on it. It is still not in the emergency crisis area zone. It is, yes, it is. It is not ideal right now, but it is still not where you will start making panic calls. You have a Bhuvneshwar Kumar, you have a Rasik Dar, you have a Mangesh Yadav, you have a Abhinandan Singh, you have a Jacob Duffy. So you have good five proper pace bowling options in your squad, and then you have a Venkatesh Iyer also who can roll his arms if needed. You have an Aman Khan as well, I think. Or no, Aman Khan is with Chennai. Sorry,
CSK.
it's with Chennai. But RCB Romario Shepherd does not bowl a lot nowadays. I think Venkatesh Iyer bowls a lot more than Romario Shepherd.
He has bowled
If
in
No, yeah,
recent
he
times.
bowled.
He has bowled.
He picked
he
up
bowls, he
5.
bowls, he picks up wickets as well. But again, can you depend? Can you give 4 overs to Romario Shepherd in an IPL game, especially in a ground like Chinnaswamy? That is what I
Yeah,
am asking. In a bit,
I think Venkatesh Iyer hasn't bowled a lot in IPL as compared to Romario Shepherd. If you look at the past 3-4 seasons, Romario Shepherd actually has bowled a lot more than Venkatesh Iyer.
Bowled a
And
lot.
Venkatesh Iyer, we have
But yes,
discussed this before.
in KKR dynamics were different. In KKR, you did not require Venkatesh Iyer to bowl because they anyway had 6-7 bowling options apart from Venkatesh Iyer. So that is why Venkatesh Iyer did not bowl a lot.
And in
Romario
RCB
Shepherd,
camps also, there are multiple
uh,
visuals where you can see Venkatesh Iyer rolling his arm over.
and I think
That was not present in the KKR videos also. Yeah.
Rajat Patidar will utilize him better than what others have done so far. Venkatesh Iyer, he has always said that, if given an opportunity, I would like to bowl. I am preparing myself.
Yeah.
Even in the last season of domestic cricket, he was seen bowling, but in the IPL, he was not given the ball because KKR always had 6-7 bowling options. So you did not require Venkatesh Iyer to bowl that much. But here, I think a
Okay.
situation might arise that you might see Venkatesh Iyer bowl at least in the initial stages of the IPL more than Romario Shepherd, I would say. Given that it is Indian conditions, he knows the pitches better and can be a handy option with the ball as well, I would say.
Okay.
But still,
Okay.
they have a
So
lot of pace
yeah.
bowling, primary pace bowling options.
So this was our big story, but moving on from the big story, last 4-5 minutes in the show, I really want to ask you guys, what's the update on Jasprit Bumrah? Is he back with the Mumbai Indians? Is he there at the center of excellence? Why he was there? We had a, I think, detailed discussion around it in our Hindi show. But Shubhanda, what according to you was the reason of the visit, and when we can see him going back to Mumbai Indians?
He will be available for the first game. He's just there at the center of excellence for the physical assessment. He's being very careful about his body, how his workload has been. It has been a long season for him as well. Played multiple matches and at least in the white ball setup, he was there regularly in T20. He was there regularly. Played test matches as well. So. A lot has gone through Jasprit Bumrah as well. And at this stage, you spoke to the Dr. Padiwala as well. At this stage, whatever steps he takes, it will be very carefully thought. It will not be any rushed statements
Call.
or decisions. So you can expect Jasprit Bumrah is completely fit. There is no doubt about it. He's just there to assess his body, how to go about his business in the IPL, travel, much workload. He'll have to play every match. So how he plans his practice schedules, training regimes, what is post match rehab is going to look like, recovery process is going to look like. He's just there to plan that, and he will be there for the first game against Kolkata Knight Riders.
Weber, a short one from you also. Chennai Super Kings news. Ruturaj Gaikwad in a public interview with, I think, GeoStar. He was been categorically asked about the batting position of first of Mahendra Singh Dhoni, and I don't think that anyone knows it better than MS Dhoni himself. But the second question was, what will be the opening combination? Either will be Ruturaj Gaikwad, Sanju Samson, Ayush Matre. So he said Ruturaj Gaikwad and Sanju Samson. So clearly, it's the different way around at this point of time. We were discussing about that, how Ruturaj Gaikwad will play at number 3, what happened in last season. But this time around, he's clearly given you a signal that he will open with Sanju Samson. Is it a good news for Chennai Super Kings fan? How do you see it? Because how much you call yourself a neutral analyst, you are a Chennai Super King fan, bro.
I will always be a neutral whenever it comes to
Sure,
cricket or IPL, whatever
sure,
the
sure,
tournament is.
sure,
But see,
sure. How do
I,
you see it?
I am not very surprised with Rutu's answer because the last couple of intra-squad matches that they played, it was Sanju
Hmm.
Samson and Ruturaj Gaikwad who were opening, and Ayush Matre and Urvil Patel
Yeah,
were opening together. So that
yeah.
gave us a bit of hint that it could be towards Ruturaj Gaikwad and Sanju Samson. It was always about Sanju Samson will open, but who will open with Sanju Samson? Now Ruturaj Gaikwad has
Hmm.
clearly mentioned that he will be opening with Sanju Samson, but I think it has lot to do with Ayush Matre's role, what his role was at the Under 19 World Cup,
Under
where he
19 World Cup,
batted
yeah.
at number 3 when Aaron George got fit. Aaron George and Vaibhav
Hmm.
Suryavanshi were opening, and Ayush Matre was happy to bat at number 3. So I think because of that, I think CSK also felt comfortable. Last season was Ayush Matre's first season, so they gave him that more, relaxed role of as an opener. That express yourself. You have the deliveries. The field restrictions are there, so you can express yourself. Now, because he's coming off a World Cup where he batted in number three, that's why I can. This is the only way I can make sense of this decision. Otherwise, means whoever you talk to about CSK, they were saying Sanju Samson, Ayush Matra, and number three will be Ruturaj Gaikwad. So I'm a bit surprised in that
Sure.
aspect. But if you go by this practice and how things went behind the scenes, you won't be surprised. It
Yeah.
was always Samson and Ruturaj Gaikwad opening.
Okay. Shubhanda, one last thing. The IPL opening ceremony is always something which you look forward to. It always makes headline around who was participating in it, the Bollywood stars, the singers. There were many of them doing the rounds at this point of time, many superstar shows going around in the country. But what we are hearing at this point of time that I think IPL Governing Council is deciding that there won't be any opening ceremony this time around. What the source is telling us. I don't think it is there anything official to it, and what's the reason that no opening ceremony this time around?
I think it is to, as per reports, I have read multiple reports around it, and everyone is saying
Yeah.
just to honor the Stampede victims. IPL is
Okay.
not holding any opening ceremony, but there will be a closing
Okay.
ceremony. Is what I have read so far. I'll try and confirm it from our correspondent in Bengaluru, Bharat Bhai, whether there is any opening ceremony or not. But if there was any opening ceremony, we would have started to get details around it, the singers who are performing, what to expect, when is the entry time, etc., etc. But this time around, no such announcement has been made by IPL or BCCI so far. Uh, so yeah, I think no opening ceremony this time around, but I think that's a fair call. In a stadium where you will be reopening the gates for the first time since June
After what
4th,
happened, yes.
yes, I don't think an opening ceremony will be the need of the hour.
Okay. We'll try to have Bharat Ramraj on our show tomorrow because he is the only one, amongst us who have witnessed two practice games of, RCB. He has witnessed about Virat Kohli. There's a lot of things he told in his videos also, his multiple things he has written in his pieces. So we will try to bring him and have a quick chat with him also. But today, it was all about the Hazelwood thing, the Noah Tosara thing, the Chennai Super Kings opening combination confirmed by their captain. And apart from that, an update on Jasprit Bumrah and the opening ceremony, why it's not taking place as per multiple reports. As Shubhanda said, that he will try to confirm it and then give you an official detail, maybe on tomorrow's show. Thank you so much for watching us. We'll come back tomorrow, 9 p.m., for one last time in this particular manner. But we will definitely talk about the IPL matches, the previews and reviews, everything. Do make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Do make sure to comment and give your suggestions. Thank you so much for watching the show.